Sup, my name is Ryu for the TheYugiohCouncil. Welcome to Tech Tuesday. Finally! We have returned to Tech Tuesday. I just wanted to get that in there because I feel freaking great. Last week we couldn't do Tech Tuesday, and this is the card we were supposed to talk about Tech Tuesday that you're seeing via your screen, and I'm seeing via my phone. So let's talk about it. Its name is Dispel, and it comes, I believe, from the latest set, which should be the Duelist Alliance unless I've lost all my integrity of mind. So, when a spell or trap is activated, destroy all cards with the same name of the activation card from the controller's main deck. So, I can use this on my breakthrough skill. I can use this on my Good Goblin Housekeeping. Where you know one plays good. Shut up! Everyone should play that shit. In all seriousness. You, most of the time, want to use this against your opponent's card. That Polymerization, that Fusion Gate, that, spell or trap, so it can be a field card. Those field cards, Dragon Ravines, you know, if they ever came back tomorrow. Let's see, Vanity's Emptiness is a big one. Shadow Fusion, I was about to say Shadow Mist, that don't make sense. Mass Change, you know, things of that sort that your opponent wants to keep in their deck. You basically say, go fuck yourself, you're not keeping it in the deck, it's going to the graveyard. Basically things you know that are running multiple, especially MST being a big one. You could chain this to an MST and just laugh because then they have no back row. QQ. You could also chain this to something like D-Prison and basically shut down D-Prison for days. And then there's no more D-Prisons and you could just freely attack in. You could do this against Mirror Force if your opponent's crazy enough to run Mirror Force's format. Now, there are many times that this may not be as useful, but there are many times it is. If ninjas tomorrow became a thing, you could shut down the other two super arts before they ever come out, which is two big threats out of the fucking way. And remember, you can run this at 3, so this is like Chain Disappearance, which we talked about last week, and we only spent 3 minutes on. But, you know, it's hilarious, it's insane nonetheless. Something like Tenki, Reinforcements the Army, Emergency Call, Soul Charge when it was legal at 3, things of that sort. This card just loves this shit all over them. Now, there's not a lot of cards in the meta right now that are going to be ran at 3 outside of, say, the typical Shadow Fusion. You're not going to use this against Raigeki. You're going to use this against Vanity's Emptiness, Shadow Fusion, or their side deck cards like Shadow Imposing Mirror, which basically helps the matchup for you because all then you got to do is just MST the last one and you're fucking done. But let's go back to the effect real quick before Ryu says something he's not supposed to. The main problem with this card comes down to is when the spell or trap is activated. So it does lose out on the, I can use it at any free fucking time that I give a shit about. Now, you can use this against Night Beam in a situation you have 2 cards, one being the other chainable card if they target this card, and then target Night Beam and no more Night Beam issues. But like I said, the most of the times, you know, the most usefulness you're going to get out of this is going to technically be from the MSTs and the Shadow Fusions, but you have to, you know, have it set, and it has to be activated, and then there's always the wiretap or the traps done, or just the this or the that. It does work against stuff like Skill Drain, which is just great. I'm not fully sure the ruling how it would affect the Pendulum, because the Pendulum, I believe, is still counted as a monster while also being a spell card, so I believe you can do it to it. I don't want to say no, but I believe you can do it to it. Because there's a certain card that we're going to be talking about the halfway mark during this video that will also be brought up in another video coming up that is called Fairy Wind that also affects the Pendulum, since why we're talking about it. So I believe this should fall under the same category where it's able to take it out. Technically, should be able to take it out. Just keep that in mind. I'm not 100% sure on that. And hopefully we'll get someone who knows the ruling and can send it on over. So, I'm losing my voice a little, I'm not even gonna lie. This works against stuff like Forbidden Lance, which you know your opponent's going to be running multiples of. But then again, you have to know your opponent's main deck. So where does Chain Disappearance fall in for you? Does it fall in for the main deck? Does it fall into the side deck? Does it fall basically in the pile of, I don't give a shit, it's not worthy enough for my deck? Remember, you're limited to 40 to 60 cards in the main, 15 in the side. You got to keep that in mind. And there's certain things that always have to be put in, so this just falls under tech. For me, personally, dropping my phone like an idiot, for me personally, it's not fully worth the spot because it has to be when activated. If you're lucky enough to get this chained off when they're chained down, these emptiness is going to hurt like a motherfucker. But let's talk about the next card on Tech Tuesday. As we always like to do on the longer Tech Tuesdays is have 2 cards, not 1. Here's Fairy Wind, starting now. So the next card we're talking about is Fairy Wind. And if you're a competitive based player or someone who has problems with the upcoming meta deck that starts with a Q that, for the love of God, where you can't seem to say because he's making a joke and being sarcastic about it, but no one understands. Anyway, we're going to just call them paper clips. Quillahoots, Star Wars reference. Somehow, I don't fucking know. Anyway, the point is, we know they're going to be a meta deck. And I've been researching ways of dealing with them. And there's going to be a guide to your side video, I promise you, very soon. Not giving a date, because I don't want to give dates and say it's coming out on this date until I am in full fucking production with it. Like Tech Tuesday. So, what are we talking about when it comes down to the matchup? Why is Fairy Wind fit in so perfectly? I'm going to look up the effect to confirm that it's a proper effect here. You're actually going to hear that on my phone when I talk about Fairy Wind. Basically, when they go to activate their effect, you chain Fairy Wind, it blows them up, and then they can't use it. They lose momentum, and they take some burn. Now, just to be precise on these videos, I'm actually looking up the effect to make sure I am correct here. And oh my god, there is a Pokemon move. Hashtag TheYugiohCouncil. Anyway, so Fairy Wind is going to be your new best friend when it comes to this matchup because it'll stop shit like Skill Drain, Macros, Cosmos, Vanity's Emptiness, and Pendulums all in one shot, and they take burn damage. So lovely. Destroy all other face-up and trap cards. Face-up spell and trap cards. Sorry, my phone doesn't load everything right away. Goddamn T-Mobile. On the field. Both players then take take equal damage up to 300 times each card destroyed by this effect. I may be off by a word. You guys will actually see the picture of it and be able to do it better than I will because I suck. Dare I say? No, my phone takes forever to load. But in all seriousness, I got it. Okay, destroy, just to confirm, destroy all of the face-up spell and trap cards on the field. Both players take damage equal to the total number of cards destroyed by this effect by X300. And basically, with Quillahoots and the giant floodgates being stuff like Vanity's Emptiness and Skill Drain and shit, this is going to give them the big middle finger. Even my phone thinks it's going to give in all seriousness, when you activate this against Quillahoots, clip paper things, in all seriousness, when you use this against any kind of pendulum-based deck, anything that has to use continuous cards, ninjas, whatever, it's going to hurt them bad. It's going to stop them in their tracks where they can't continue. And I already know what some of you are immediately saying to me, Ryu, that's all good and everything, but now we got a problem with Neocloth. Don't worry, I got you on that too. I got you on everything. In all seriousness, those guide to your side videos will be out soon. That's all I'm going to say as a release date. Because this is being filmed on Monday, that means I have time to try to put some work into it on Tuesday when this goes out. So, anyway, the main point of this being is, I was going to say this for Guide to Your Side, but Fairy Wind is just an amazing tech card, and I do not want to hold that back. I do not like holding information back from you guys, as I love each and every one of you. Fairy Wind is basically your giant answer to a lot of problems, and basically putting some damage on the board at the same time. Because Quillahoots have to use, and yes, I'm being sarcastic when I say Quillahoots, I know how to say it, thank you. When Quillahoots, I just like being sarcastic about it. When I can't even pronounce it right now because I'm making myself laugh. The point is, when they go to activate Tool and get their search effect, or they just use the cat to bounce the tool back and do it all over again, you Fairy Wind them for days and no more search power, no more control, no more anything. They're going to activate Skill Drain, Vanity's Emptiness, and have Tool? Nope. They're going to take some damage, and you're probably going to take some too, but it's okay because you just totally stomped on their momentum track. You stopped their choo-choo train. Oh, it's so sad. It also works against things that if you're playing Shaddolls, or Satella Knights that hurt you, Light Imprisoning, Shadow Imprisoning, it shuts those down too. So this is a great tech card for you if you're a competitive based player. This is one that you want to be picking up right now. I think you can get them on eBay for like 50 cents, or you can get them off some website for like 30 or 30 cents. I don't freaking know. There's like 40 of them. Good luck with that. But in all seriousness, this is one you should each be paying attention to, whether you keep up on the competitive based play or not. In the future, you know, every freaking person in the universe on Dead Pro is citing Vanity's Emptiness, and your deck's being hurt by it, then you start main decking freaking Fairy Wind to stop the floodgates. I'm ready for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Council. If you enjoyed Tech Tuesday, rate, comment, subscribe, let us know, and let us know what you want to see on the next Tech Tuesday, because we may just do it. We may just do it. We're iconic enough. On a side note, not regarding Tech Tuesday, but regarding something I mentioned earlier in the video, Guide to Your Side. I'm currently working on 3 Guide to Your Sides, which basically will focus on 3 separate decks because I want to make up for the time I haven't. I also want to make one more announcement. Bombshell, Card vs. Card is returning. I'm not saying when, but it is in the works. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'm ready for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Council. I'm off to go film some more. Peace.